The Frighteners, 1996. First time I ever watched this film. VHS copy. Bought as a kid after watching it for the first time on VHS new release rental from my local video store, which was Video Easy. And yeah, so it was a very cool movie. I got highly recommended from my father to watch it because he said it sounded really good, and it looked, and he heard something about the film. And this is the version I bought on DVD in recent times after watching it, and however many times I did on VHS to DVD rental to The Frighteners. It's got the same director as the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Sir Peter Jackson. And it's I am now going to show you the trailer. The trailer has some parts of the movie which are not actually shown in the cinematic release, but just shown for the trailer. And in the there is also director's cut missing footage in the director's cut of the Frighteners movie, which is also available on DVD, Blu-ray, and it's available to watch on Netflix. And I'm very impressed with this movie. My all-time favourite Michael J. Fox film is Back to the Future, as in the poster behind me, Part 1 to be exact. But that The Frighteners would be my next best favourite, and it's something very different for the actor Michael J. Fox. It gives him quite a different tone. He's a good guy, but he's sort of like a con artist. And his character Frank Bannister is he's a good guy. He's like a con artist. He just lost his wife in years before in a recent car accident, after they moved to Fairwater and recently were constructing their new home, and he still is constructing his new home. He's living in his constructing home, which the car accident gets retold in the story as a flashback when Jeffrey Combs, the actor who plays the villainous cop, FBI, very delusional character, who he has it out for Bannister, and he doesn't want to stop until he finds him. He really thinks that he did all these murders from 1958 to present time in the Midwest of USA, which is Nebraska, and that was the Charles Starkweather murders. They even though he got the electric chair for it, they still think Frank Bannister, the authorities of the town of Fairwater, still think that Frank Bannister has something of involvement with these killings of current day. And they think he murdered his wife in a car accident because after her death in the car accident, she wasn't killed per se in the car accident, but they flash back it again to a scene where you actually sort of see something of her getting marked with the number 13 in her forehead. Very grisly, very grisly. But you see the end result with the 13 number in. But that's quite a grisly. It is quite a grisly movie, but it's a good horror comedy. It's got it's like the basically like he's Frank Bannister's wife's character is Deborah, and after her death, he's gone off the rails. He's become this he's developed some psychic powers from the near-death experience of his car accident which caused the death of his wife. And he now befriends the ghosts of Fairwater, and he recruited them as business partners, at least 3 of them: Judge, Cyrus, and Stuart. All ghosts, like who he's friends with and who he recruits to haunt the town and to give him work, to haunt places so he can legitly submit his car, like his company card. So, and then they'll really feel that there's a real ghost haunting in their house, which there is, but they will have no idea it's coming from Frank himself appointing the ghost to go do the hauntings for him. With his psychic abilities, he can kind of manipulate the situation, and he uses them for his purposes of that. And he goes to funerals and tries to get jobs like from the funerals that are already happening. You'll see in the movie there's parts, and his card kind of like is a big like token of the movie. It's sort of basically it turns up everywhere, every time that there's a house haunted. And he has a run-in with the main character's fiancé, Ray, played by actor what's his name? Peter Dobson. And the main the wife of the character Ray is Dr. Linsky, who has been appointed the new doctor of the town. She like a call-out doctor, and she meets Patricia Ann Bradley, whose mother tells her she is part of a series of murders from years ago in 1958 as a kid. And she basically, it's all looked at. The mother is quite delusional in appearance, in the way she in the way she demonstrates herself, her eye mannerisms, everything. Like it's really creepy. These characters, they dressed them up well for the horror role.